Yo guys, it's your boy Hybrid Hit Squad, and today this is going to be another football commentary style video, and today I'll be talking about why I think this is one of the best Newcastle teams in years. Yeah, let's go straight into it. So, like I said, I think this is one of the best Newcastle teams in years. It's a bit of a shame about the manager, because they had a really good manager in Rafa Benitez. They let him go, and then they started to spend all this money. Bit confusing, but nonetheless, they've been able to build a quite a solid team. And if they go down, it won't be down to the quality of these players, because they're good enough, I believe. As an 11, they're good enough to stay in the league. But let's kick it off with who I think they're going to have in goal: Martin Dubravka. Now, Dubravka is a pretty experienced keeper at this point. He's been in the league for a few years, been with Newcastle for a while. A really accomplished keeper. I think he's well rounded. Decent kicker, nice shot stopper as well. Yeah, overall, I think Dubravka definitely probably isn't an option that needs to be upgraded on. I think for Newcastle's level and where they're at as a team, he's probably one of the best options at this level for the kind of money he's being paid and all that. Yeah, really good option. Then at left back, we've got Jamal Lewis, who they would have signed from Norwich, I believe. A young player, quite quick as well, got a bit of pace about him. He's a young attacking fullback. I think in terms of defending, he's solid as well, but I think his bread and butter is definitely going forward. But yeah, I don't think he's definitely not the finished product at the moment. But that's not to say he can't can't improve into something really good and serviceable Premier League left back. And then we've got a centre back partnership of Fabian Schär and Jamal Lascelles. Now, last season, Schär had done really well. Really impressed. And yeah, was solid in the tackle, solid, clearing his lines, clearances, interceptions, blocks. Useful defender for Newcastle for sure. And then go over to Lascelles, who I definitely think is a leader in the team. Newcastle boy. I'm sure he came from the academy. I believe, don't quote me on that, but yeah, I'm sure he came from the academy. Been in the first team for years now. I think Schär and Lascelles, they've got a nice partnership going. I think they're a solid centre-back partnership for the level that Newcastle are at the moment. And that's the thing, they're not challenging for Europe. They're not challenging for top 4, top 6, the league. And they're going to be able to stay in the league with a team like this, I believe, personally. And then at right back, Javi Manquillo, who's pretty mid. If I'm honest, I think he's pretty mid. Not the fastest, not the slowest. Defensively, not amazing. Attacking, not amazing. He's pretty mid. Like I said, he's pretty mid. But serviceable. Again, we're not saying these players are terrible players. And I think that this right back position, right back and left back, may be positions that they want to improve on. I think also they play Matt Ritchie there at times if it's a back three. I play Matt Ritchie at left wing back. Obviously, I've not gone for that. I think this team best suits a 4-3-3, where they've got the talent up front and in the midfield. I think all three of these players, yeah, like I said, we've got Manquillo at right back, and then in the midfield three of John Joe Shelvey, Joe Willock, and Hendrick. So obviously, Willock was signed from Arsenal and Hendrick from Burnley, I believe. I think Willock, for this sort of team, suits them down to the ground. Honestly, I think he absolutely suits them down to the ground. He's going to be in a team that's, for the most part, is going to be parking the bus, but he's going to get chances to go to counter and go forward. Willock, technically, in terms of close control, is not brilliant. That's not his strong suit. So when you're in a team that's going to dominate possession and you need an attacking midfielder that's going to thread the needle rather, pick the lock or thread the needle, he's not going to be able to do that. He can't do that. That's not what he is as a player. He suits this type of football, counter-attacking football, where you're parking the bus for however many times, however long in the game, but you get the ball, you get some space, you drive into it. He's one of the best in the league. Not in the league, but I think at his age especially, he's one of the best in the league. For 25 million as well, I think Arsenal aren't going to reject 25 million for a player like Willock. And that's not to say he's a bad player. I don't think he's a bad player at all. But for a player that doesn't even suit the style that you're playing, and you can get 25 million for him, why not? You know, Hendrick as well. I don't think he was picked up for much. I think he was fairly cheap. I'm not going to say an exact amount because I'm not 100% sure, but he was fairly cheap as well. And he's one of their better midfielders as well, well-rounded. I think when I think of Hendrick, I think for Newcastle level, he's well-rounded. Can get about the pitch, can carry the ball. To be fair to him, decent carrier of the ball, an okay passer as well. And then they've got Jonjo Shelvey, who can be a bit of a loose cannon at times, but on the ball is definitely Newcastle's best ball player from deep positions. From deep positions, he's definitely their best ball player, and he's definitely the playmaker of the side. Because I think Willock and Hendrick won't be creating many chances from their passing. You know, they'll be making it off, maybe running into the box, or or counter attacks. But Shelvey can actually create opportunities just from his passing alone. And it's useful to have players like that in the squad. You know, there's a midfield that's on the whole pretty hard working. Willock and Hendrick, they're pretty hard working midfielders, and you've got Shelvey, who's able to go forward a bit and pick out a pass, or sit deep and spread the ball as well. He can do both, really. Then on the right wing, we've got Miguel Almiron, who I think is really good. I think in terms of attacking, he's their most creative player. Brilliant player he is. Blistering speed, just like their right wing, just like their left winger, Saint Maximin. Blistering pace, really good technically, but I think his best ability is probably his ability to thread the needle. Unlike Willock, Almiron is definitely able to play that final pass and pick out a Willock arriving late in the box, pick out a Wilson in the box, pick out a Saint Maximin. So yeah, Almiron's a really good player, and this is what I mean. They're attacking players. They're exciting attacking players that are quick. They're strong. They're smart players. They've got good movement, and they're quick. You know, and when you're in a team that like Newcastle, they're not going to dominate the ball. You're going to be sitting deep. You need a couple of attacking players that can just flip the game on its head, score a goal, get an assist, beat two players. You know, and that's what these wingers can do, especially. So yeah, Miguel Almiron on the right wing. On the left wing, Alan St. Maximin, who is just, honestly, a hell of a player, I believe. A hell of a player. In terms of his close control and technique, he's one of the best in the league. Blistering speed as well. I mean, I know he hasn't been at Newcastle long, so that's probably why another top club hasn't come for him, but I'm thinking a lot of top 6 teams or top 8 teams, top half teams should be in for a player like Alan St. Maximin. You know, on the ball in terms of technique, like I said, he's one of the best in the league. He can beat a player, beat two players, step overs, chops, you name it, he's got it. Best, and like I've said like 4 or 5 times now, blistering speed. Also, and then up front, you've got the main man, Callum Wilson, who is, at this point, I'm thinking he's Newcastle's best striker since Solomon Rondon, to be fair, and that wasn't too long ago, so I'll give them that. But yeah, before Rondon, probably Andy Carroll. But yeah, Wilson's a really solid player, can hold up the ball, got a good eye for goal as well, a really good eye for goal. He gets goals, and even at a team like his former team, Bournemouth, he didn't get many goals, but it looks like this Newcastle team is suiting more his style. Like he's be able to suit his style a bit more here, and he's getting goals. You know, that's the main thing. He's a striker. He needs to get goals. So yeah, I think this team, it's a shame because you let a Champions League winning manager and Rafa Benitez go just to get in Steve Bruce and spend money. You know, surely you spend money when you've got the Champions League winning manager, not Steve Bruce. But Steve Bruce has got a really good team here. This is one of the best Newcastle teams in years. In terms of individual quality, there's no doubt about it. It's one of the best teams they've had in years. It's if he can get a tune out of them, if the players can stay injury free, if they can keep running for him, defending for him, and taking their chances when they get them, Like I said, there's no reason why this can't be one of the best Newcastle teams in years. So let's go over the team again. So in goal, we've got Dubravka. Left back, Jamal Lewis. Centre back partnership of Fabian Schär and Jamal Lascelles. Then right back, Javi Manquillo. Midfield three of John Joe Shelvey, Joe Willock and Hendrick. Then a front three of St. Maximin at left wing, Wilson up front and Miguel Almiron on the right wing. So guys, let me know if you think that this is the best Newcastle team that they could play. If you think this is the strongest Newcastle team in years, let me know in the comments down below. If you change tactics, change players, or if you think there was another team as strong as, or even stronger than this team. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you don't want to miss out on more content and more videos just like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's been Highbury Hit Squad, and I'm out. Peace.